Assalamu alaikum, namaskar, and a very good morning. Distinguished guests, participants, former ministers, member of parliaments, World Bank Country Director Mercy Imran, ladies and gentlemen, I'm extremely delighted to welcome you to this inaugural session of the National Dialogue of LDC Graduation hosted by the Center for Governance Studies. Bangladesh has received the final recommendation by the Committee for Development Policy of the United Nations, UNCDP, in February 2021 to graduate from the least developed country LDC category in 2026. Now the formulation of an effective smooth transition strategy, STS, is very crucial for the country. A smooth transition strategy requires economic sector-wise gap analysis and risk assessment, followed by deep consultation and engagement with bilateral and multilateral development partners, private sectors, NGOs, civil society organizations, and all other stakeholders. Moreover, the onslaught of COVID-19 has posed more challenges to the government's roadmap for LDC graduation. It would seem that the government is yet to have a comprehensive action plan to prepare an effective smooth transition strategy. There is also overlap and vagueness in the terms of reference of the different bodies created to implement action points and oversee outcomes of this transition. Perhaps consultation and engagement with development partners and national and international stakeholders are also limited. The Committee for Development Policy of the United Nations, UNCDP, strongly recommends the graduating countries work closely with all stakeholders. Data from already graduated countries demonstrate that by working very closely with national stakeholders and international development partners to formulate a smooth transition strategy, these nations have been able to secure support in terms of trade, aid, and investment for sustainable graduation. There is a dread among many of us in terms of government initiatives and the engagement of stakeholders in the process of the formulation of the smooth transition strategy. LDC graduation is, of course, a matter of pride for the nation, particularly as it arrives at the time of celebration of the Golden Jubilee of our independence as a nation. However, the challenges have to be managed efficiently and effectively. Otherwise, this blessing will turn into a curse. Henceforth, CGS, as part of its commitment to endeavor for the well-being of Bangladesh, has organized this day-long national dialogue to facilitate the government, development partners, private sector, NGO, CSOs, and academics to sit together, discuss, and outline an action plan for the smooth and sustainable transition from LDC. There will be 3 roundtables after the welcome session: preparedness for smooth and sustainable LDC graduation and effective development cooperation, and LDC graduation opportunities and challenges for trade and commerce. This national dialogue aims to reflect on the opportunities and challenges for Bangladesh, generate innovative ideas, and make recommendations to policymakers for a smooth and sustainable transition from LDC. I believe the dialogue has been able to bring together policymakers, politicians, development partners, economists, and professionals to aid in this cause. I believe it will be a most productive day, and the Center for Governance Studies feels proud to host such an event. My dear guests and participants, I'm delighted to inform you that the Economic Development and Cooperation Wing of CGS has outlined an action plan to conduct research and organize events in the areas such as budget evaluation, development cooperation, development effectiveness, and corruption, SDG, and LDC graduation. We solicit your contribution and participation in our research and events. Thank you, Excellencies, participants, and ladies and gentlemen, for your kind and gracious presence at this event. I would like to express my thanks and gratitude to all our esteemed speakers for their contributions regarding this pertinent matter. I would like to thank our partners at Friedrich Ebert Stiftung, APS Bangladesh, and Team Group. without whose support and advice it would not have been possible to organize the conference. I am grateful to my colleagues of CGS, particularly to our member of the Economic Development and Cooperation Wing, Dr. Abdullah Mahbub Rahman Tulip, and Muhammad Tausif Islam. Without their endeavor, this conference would not have happened. Well done, Team CGS. I'd like to take this opportunity to highlight some important programs that the Center for Governance Studies is conducting or plans to conduct in the coming days. The Bay of Bengal Conversation is our upcoming flagship event, which will take place between 28 to 30th May 2022 in Dhaka. The planned yearly conference on governance, security, and development will be the first of its kind to bring together stakeholders from multiple communities from sustained dialogue on issues that face the region and create pathways through which regional identity and cooperation could take shape. This unique platform will convene over 200 delegates from over 70 countries to join the brightest minds in Bangladesh to discuss, ideate, and debate the most pressing regional and global challenges. Next is the Global Directions Conclave, GDC, a planned annual intensive 10-day policy workshop is scheduled to be held from October 1 to 10, 2022 in Dhaka and Cox's Bazar. Each year, the conclave will bring together 50 outstanding young leaders from diverse backgrounds, geographies, and sectors. The young leaders will be nominated by heads of governments, leaders of the private sector, and global experts. The conclave aims to foster leadership qualities among the selected fellows, to engage them in discussion on issues that are trending worldwide and to serve as a networking platform. Center for Governance Studies is already conducting an extensive youth training program called the Youth Research and Development Forum, YRDF. The goal of the forum is to equip young students with the knowledge and skills to become skilled researchers in their respective fields by giving them practical research experience and introducing them to the latest research technology and methodology. We hope you will continue to support us so we can continue to conduct many more programs such as this and carry on our advocacy for development and good governance. I hope many of you will also join in the roundtable sessions, which will start at 10:45 a.m. and contribute to the smooth and sustainable graduation of Bangladesh from LDC. Thank you all.